Hey my good friends, Sam Haymart with Test Driven TV. The all-new 2023 Chevrolet Colorado is finally upon us, and I've test driven quite a few versions of it. And one of the big questions I'm seeing a lot out there is which one of these two off-road versions is for me, the Z71 or the Trail Boss. So we're going to compare them side by side and talk about what they both offer that's good and talk about what they both offer that's quite different. Having test-driven all of the new variations of the 2023 Chevrolet Colorado except for the top-end ZR2, I've gotten a chance to get a good feel for what each trim grade offers. The guys at Chevrolet designed the range to offer a wide variety from basic work truck to well-outfitted luxury and off-road choices. The Chevrolet guys told me that they believe the two middle trim grades, Trail Boss and Z71, will be the majority of what they sell, each offering a slightly different sauce to a different buyer. And having talked to a few of my friends looking at the new Colorado and not sure which they like more, I wanted to do a little side-by-side of these two to help clear up some of the key areas where they differ. First of all, both trucks come with the same standard 310 horsepower Turbo Plus engine and its 8-speed automatic, along with 4-wheel drive, and a chassis outfitted for a good experience and capability set off-road. Both trucks come with the same eye-catching sheet metal, various option packages, and the same palette of 8 colors. At this point, things start getting completely different. First, the Colorado Trail Boss is based on the down-to-basics work truck trim grade and then adds all of the off-road go-there hardware underneath. It's for the guy who always wanted a basic work truck packing the bigger meat where it matters. As such, it's the less expensive of these two at $38,495. The Colorado Z71 has more off-road capability than the work truck or the LT trim, but it's really about just having a nicer, well-outfitted truck overall. Its interior is upscaled with nicer trim and a more vibrant color palette. It has a lot more standard features, and it's just an outright fancier rig. It starts at $41,395. From an exterior side-by-side, you can see a few things right away. The Z71 has about a 1-inch ride height lift over standard. The Trail Boss has a 2-inch lift. If you option up the Z71 with 20-inch wheels, it gets fender flares as shown here. They are, however, an extra inch wider on both sides of the Trail Boss, and the tire and wheel combination bring the track out a bit wider as well. So the Trail Boss is beefier down low. The faces are different too. The Z71 gets nicer LED lights, more body color in the jowls, and some gloss black trims along with fog lights and a silver lower fascia trim element with red tow hooks. The Trail Boss has more basic natural black plastic at the front, black tow hooks, and has halogen headlamps. Body sheet metal, though, is identical for both, with a lot of the muscular creasing and shapes that make them both look good. But the Z71 has a few extra elements that raises its curb appeal, like blackout trim between the front and rear windows and body color door handles. Then there are the wheels. They both come standard with 18-inch alloy wheels, though the finishes are slightly different, with the Z71 getting a machined face and the Trail Boss getting a full blackout look. The Z71, however, does offer a 20-inch wheel option that might be better for the buyer who spends most of their time on the pavement. The Trail Boss does not. When it comes to off-road capability in my driving, I found that the true off-road enthusiast will much appreciate the added 2-inch lift and unique suspension tune of the Trail Boss. In my testing, I found it to be helpful in the more challenging off-road spots where the lower Z71 tended to touch the ground a bit more, dragging its lip spoiler just a little bit easier, for instance. It's worth noting, however, that the air dam is easily removable on both. They both offer the same palette of excellent and well-sorted drive modes and traction programs with the 4-wheel drive system and the dial-a-terrain knob on the center console. You can also get up to 10 camera views with the respective packaging as well. The interior is where these trucks really go in different directions. As noted, the Trail Boss is based on the work truck trim grade and shares its identical down-to-basics interior. Black plastic trims line the palace. You have cloth seating standard, but you can option black vinyl. Chevrolet calls it Evotex. Most of the features, content, and package options here mirror that of the work truck. The Z71 has a significantly stepped up collection of color, trims, upgraded feel and look, as well as choices. Here, you get a standard vinyl seating trim with red accent stitching and stripes. The door panels, dash, and console all feature nicer looking and soft to the touch trim treatments. You can even upgrade the seating to leather on the front seats, get heating and ventilation for them, get red seat belts, and option up more stuff like a premium Bose audio system. The list goes on. The bottom line, it really gets back to what do you want. If you want the off-road hobbyist flavor basic work truck with all of the top drawer hardware and not all the gussied up fluff, then the Trail Boss is for you. If you want a nice well-equipped truck that's going to make your life grand every day by giving you all of the creature comforts and upscale feel in addition to enhanced off-road capability, then the Z71 is likely your top choice. If you want the best of both worlds, well, then you need to spend out for the ZR2. There you go, this or that. I have to admit, I fall into that category of buyer that I want the plain work truck with a hose-out interior that has all of the same hardware underneath that you get on the top-end truck. And while the Trail Boss isn't quite like the ZR2 underneath, it's as good as it's going to get outside of that. And you know, I've got friends that I've talked to that said, you know, I want to go off-roading once in a while, but I really want all that nice stuff inside. So there you go. You can really see how these two trucks are different and what they share that's the same. So now we have a lot of Colorado coverage on our playlist right there. We just test drove the truck first drive, and we've got some technicals on there as well, some more deep dives. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel right there and stay informed of our more detailed test drives coming very soon.